Hi, welcome to the second episode. Today we will unbox more art that I created and talk about how do people work on their art careers. So at least how do I do it? The thing is, on media or art narrative, I think it's a little bit romantic that there's one talented person and then the world finds him, blah blah. It takes a lot of dedication and work also. These artists are documenting what they have been doing in their own ways and working really long hours to create things. And why did I start with this? I don't know. Today I've been to museums. Maybe I've been thinking about this. And in the earlier video, we unboxed how did I created familiarity in my mind about creating art. And then it was January, February, March. I promised to myself, okay, I will do at least one thing in every month. Actually, I did one more in December, but we will come back to that later. And we opened that and I got really sleepy. Until I get really sleepy today, we will talk about more art pieces. I have one box here and another box under this, but that's maybe heavy to open it. So, we come until that I create an account for ayca.kunst, which becomes in May 2025, which is also my birthday month. I become 28. Then I thought I didn't have the music career, so let's have another type of art career seriously. So that I created that, and what I observed from the earlier creation, that ayca.tech, documenting works out. People understand what you are trying to do, even you are doing it in a very unusual way. In my case, some of my creations were not really exactly clear, but they had some structure in it. For example, two of them. These are two digital variables. How? So I think I created this one first. What did I do? I generated a floral tiara design with DALL-E 2. And then by looking at it, I used jewelry wire, and inside of this, I don't know the English word of it, the things for your hair to be curly, some kind of wire with foam around it. So that's the structure, and I created this. Then, I don't know how did I do it, but there is a video about this. I hold it like this and took a 3D picture of it, and that it becomes a 3D object. Then I turned it into a augmented reality effect. So I'm not claiming that it is ecologically better, because it takes computational power to do all of these. But I did not produce this million times. There is only one copy. And when I created this, that was really vivid pink. And that means that I preserved it in a way that people can use after it's published, globally shipped. Anyone on earth could wear it. Now it's not available anymore to have this augmented reality effect as August 2025. Maybe in future I will update it. We will see. So that's the digital wearable, and that was the tiara. So I was an electronics engineer and I wanted to do more creative things. Then I thought I should do UX design, blah blah. And the design was not exactly creative as I thought. Then I started doing these kind of things. So this is, after let's say 6 months in, I realized that I can call myself creative technologist. Yes, this is exactly what creative technologists do. This is what exactly creative technology is. So this is one thing, one digital wearable. And the other one is, so that was also, what is this called? Like hairband with pearls now. And then I use jewelry wire to have this pearls, blah blah. And then I took a 3D picture of it, this time differently. How did I use AI in it? Obviously, after having the 3D object. Okay, never mind the details, but I took this 3D object into virtual reality and I generated the textures of pearl, texture of the gold wire generated, and then have the 3D object by tracing this. So that is another digital wearable that you could use, and now it's contemporary art. So this is what I've been experimenting. After some while, after ayca.tech goes on, blah blah, people started understanding what creative technology is, because I've been clearly showing what it is. So then I thought, okay, with ayca.kunst, it will be stuck in. Okay, we will go in with like this in this video. Actually, I'm wearing pearls already. It goes with my style. So we will open more things. And then we were in this one, my millennial habits. But let's talk about the ayca.tech. And now, with after April, I wanted to do ayca.kunst. And what to do with that? It should be really clear that what am I documenting. And then I had the yoga mat, which is what the tripod is on top of it right now. And that's a purplish background. That's great. I already want to have the purple. In ayca.tech, there's a personal branding gamification for me, that I started the light shade of purple and the final destination of this royal purple, very dark purple, that I really like the velvety color of shade of it. And then each time with the milestone that I decided, then it changes its color. ayca.kunst has a little bit difference. Since that's not exactly linear, I can use darker shade of purple if necessary. So you will see more darker, different shade of purple and one really dark purple as well. So then I've been thinking about this branding and then having this yoga mat on the same spot. Let's see, what did I do? So I was 28 and created this ayca.kunst. Where is it? Took the picture of this for the first time. Not this one, this one. So I talked about this a little bit. This time I have some notes because I've been in an exhibition today and had some ideas, and then I don't know if people should take advices on being an artist at this moment, but if I am successful somewhere in the future, that's really good advice. For example, 1. Patience. Give time things to bloom. You cannot be making your best art immediately. You need to keep working on it. Second, visit exhibition. So that's why I write it there. Visit exhibitions. It will make you free and wash away your fears, I wrote, but I didn't mean exactly fears, maybe. Like overthinking, blah, blah, all the things. And these people has really something unique to express. That's really enjoyable. That's really good. So it's whenever I visit a museum, it makes me think about, oh, what do I feel about this? Because maybe I've never thought of it. Like there are some times, okay, I will not try to explain it further. 11 minutes and we never opened it. So my millennial habits. Having perspectives is really good. In this one, these are all microphone boxes and I will read what did I wrote. But it says been a while, so I don't exactly remember. My millennial habits. I keep boxes in my home more than I need. I'm not sure why I hold on to them until I realize I'm waiting to give them a meaning. This month I turned 28. Not a big number, not a small number either. I'm learning to how to carry the tools that I collected and the stories I've outgrown. These 3 microphone boxes, painted parts of them in my current shade of purple. This one. Then I thought I was going to use only the light shade of purple in all of my artworks at this time. Show the purple, taped and mount them onto each other with wood wax. On the bottom 2 boxes are sealed shut. The top box still opens. Inside, the deep blue packaging held an empty circular space. I placed a small mirror there, a gift from Paris that I wasn't expecting. Now it sits at the heart of this work. I often move things around in my house when I'm creating, testing how objects feel next to one another. The process of looking, waiting, letting things speak to each other, that was part of this too. This is not a box tower, it is my millennial habits. In the center, a mirror, so you can see yourself too. So, I'm not sure if I am millennial. I don't think so. And if I am or I'm not, I couldn't care less. What I like about this is that why should I talk about why I made this? I like it. It's simple and also, for example, visiting museums. I told you around this that I've seen some artists creating sculptures with foam for probably construction work, and she was an artist from Afghanistan. And then I thought, oh, these are not really heavy to carry around and not an exactly expensive material either. Then I thought, oh, why not this becomes an art? Great. And when you are creating such things, I think also if you see some kind of similarity with this one and that one, it's about also consumerism maybe. But in general, what I was saying, people will say sometimes, oh, that's very unnecessary. What is necessary? And or oh, you're making art with boxes. I wish I was you. You can do it too. That's not exactly like, it's about that, oh, what do you want to create? So I think what makes a person artist, I wouldn't call myself yet. I'm in the process of doing that. Would you create if no one asks you to create it? That's I think, the question. Let's open more boxes. The another thing. So once I had the account, I think I was more productive because there was a grid for me to keep doing. I am not sure if it is something respected to have these documentations on internet. I've read various stuff around this. I am not sure if it's good or not, but it really helps me to think about, what do I want to do next? So that was the next. It was in May. This one is May. This is also in May. This is magic drinking bottle, mom and aunt. So let me read 2 words I think about sometimes. Being a mom means sharing your energy, your space, your time. Your time. You see someone grow in front of you. You become part of their world. It's something humans do. Being aunt is something else. You're close, not fully responsible. You can bring gifts, listen well, support their dreams, especially the ones that feel too risky for a parent to allow. When the baby cries, you can give them back. I don't know what kind of life I will have, and I don't need to. So I think it was about that exactly. And it was a good time for me to think about by 28. I think I have a sort of an answer. We will see. Another thing is this one. So, is it still recording? Yes, I still have the tiara. Okay, good. So this one is sensitive. Yeah, that's also when you're creating more things quickly. That's just sensitive. And it says masking tape, non-stick, 14 days, blah blah. So that's another one. It made me more productive to document these. So there is one more thing. It's very similar to that one. So I told you that's something like documenting thing, documentation purposes. Where is it? I shared the picture of this one. I will talk about this for another reason. So it says, "You are so inspiring," hashtag, this one. And I created this to have a picture for an article. And I will talk about the materials that you use and you can use. For example, I have these letters. I did not actually use it again, but when you are creating things and you're sticking with the similar materials and create some limitations around what you can use, first outcome is, you will see an example on this, is that even though they are really different, they have sharing some element of material. And it's not to having limitations is, I think, making people more productive sometimes. When you can do anything, that means you can do a lot, but nothing as well. So this one is You Are So Inspiring. And that next one is from actually 2024. But I think it wouldn't be so wrong to say 2025 as well, because I've carved this, made holes and wood waxed it. There is so it's not about love. It looks like it's about love. This paper has some lines on it, and it's something about an exhibition, and I don't want to force myself to explain all of this. So that is that self-belief. And this is one of the first pieces I made on canvas. And all these objects has these different stories. That's why it will take too much time to talk on this video. I will talk about this later. That one, and then kept going. I don't know what to talk about this, but I will show anyways quickly. So it's the tea bag. It says just a little different, and I painted the other part in the light purple. This one, it says handle with care. I will not try to read the German one. Yeah, that's one. Two more. They are really tiny but powerful. Where are they? These two. This one. So this one is these two. This one is first, this one is second. You see? Yes, they should be like this. And they're called policy. Okay. That's that one. The next one is politics. As you can hear, they're having very similar names, and then they've been created some similar days. And this is the bottom part. It should be looking like this. Yes, I started yarning, and then we will sleep sometime soon. That's that one. We are still in May. Can you believe this? It's amazing. I'm not sure if it should be talked about at this moment here, but there's one more. Maybe it's an object. I don't know. So this one, they are together. You see? This one is called Kind Neighbor. There's a story, but never mind. There is this one. Traditionellen. Something. So when I moved to the Netherlands, it was very interesting to see so many Buddha sculptures in the gardens. This one. Again, maybe it was a good thing to write about the text about this while creating and documenting, because now I don't want to talk about it. There's one more there. Then I created a cross stitch. Is it here? I think so. Yes. This must be it. Which is a rabbit. And this was, I think, if that's ayca.tek and ayca.kunst is collaborating. So this is a commission from ayca.tek to ayca.kunst to get more canvas purchases. So this is this one. I created an AI assistant around cross stitching. So there is the AI assistant can generate any pattern. Then I created this. And if you open this one, I should maybe. What time is it? Okay, I'll show you. Okay. Do you see? So there is a rabbit pattern generated and I cross stitched it. I've been trying to have less screen time, blah blah. That was about that. This one. Are we still in May? Yes, amazing. And then I took some time to experiment more. There was one other thing. So I told you that I collect objects and then at some point they become something. And there was something that I bought, which is a puzzle with 199 pieces. This one. And I have the darker shade of purple. Do you see? So at this point, so it's called, okay, this has an explanation. And I'm really happy about that it has an explanation. A long life. This isn't a puzzle, it's a wish and a long game. It used to have llamas on it, on the puzzle. Now it has 99 painted pieces, light, purple and dark. I assembled, disassembled, painted and painted again. It wasn't easy to remember where everything belonged. This piece is about wanting a long life, not to just stay alive and stay curious too. I like to live past 100 and be healthy if I can. Just to see what happens next, I made this at 28 and there are 28 light purple pieces. The rest are dark purple. This current shade of purple will darken over time. Maybe I've sold enough work to have an art studio. I mean, buying an art studio, or 20,000 in art sales might be a milestone. I'm not sure yet. I will know when it shifts and I will tell you. I can tell you. Now I have so ayca.kunst has the freedom to use whatever purple she likes. That's that one. Now we are in June. So this was in June. Yes, exactly. So now there is foreshadowing. And these are also in June. It should be like this. Okay, it's better to put them on the small thingies, but you see. And these are like this. These are the tap of the yes, tap of the, so it's kind of recycling art. This is also in June. Another one in June. Pick me not. And then this one. This one. Do you know the game? Like loves me not? It's something like this. It says, miss me not. Call me not. Love me not. Trust me not. Hold me not. Feel me not. So it's quite obvious. It was in June. Another one in June. I'll check one more thing. Is this also in June? Great. And the June and yes, okay. It's called High Maintenance, and it's this one. I'm too tired to explain what are these, but this is for the thing for the collecting. Yes, that one. Now I can show you the dark purple. So it's embroidered. It says "Tell me stories," and then there is a similarity between this and this one. Not only the shape of the canvas, but also the material. These flowers are similar, but they are different. Yeah, what I like about this, it also helped me to not to think about too much. It's really good. Another one, and then that's the last thing in June. Then we go to July, and we should take time to think about July later. This is the, where is the other one? So this is something between 2023 and 2025. What makes it finished in 2025 is, okay, this one. Some of them were lost, and also the locations of the objects were different. And then there is one more receipt in behind of it. And yes, then it was finished in June. Then I will check what did I wrote. So I write, make tangible promises. I don't know. Agreements maybe about that. Like I create in the beginning one piece, one per month. Maybe that was. And I think the last thing that I want to discuss is I wrote, find what is making you feel things around what is bothering you, what is making you think about things or feel things. And there should be some repeating things about the things you create, maybe. Let's talk about what I know. Yeah, what I know. This is a good thing to. Yeah. What I wrote here is that don't explain, execute, make it happen. So it's good to talk about the things you are creating with the friends that you are trusting their vision. But in general, it's not. Also, it's really interesting to meet people that you don't know and then discuss things because they don't have story about what you are creating. What I'm trying to say. Yes, that is right before sleep. I should sleep. Do not try to explain things. Like it's easy. It's good to discuss things. Does it make sense? Should it make better when it's this color? Blah blah. It's good to talk about things, but in general, you should be really aware of that. Explaining things also takes time, and you could took that time to create something other than some people. Yeah, I'm too sleepy. Have a good night. Discuss things with yourself in your morning pages. Write down and then look in the past what you have been creating. Are you trying to go in the same way, or what changed, what happened in between, how did you grow, blah blah. And yeah, good night. In the episode 3 we will unbox I'm not sure if it's called these. We will talk about these. Oh no, that's also here. And they're from July 2025, and we will talk about these two. Did I tell this already? That is, people guessed how much one of these three should cost, like worth, on art, economy, blah blah. And they voted on King's Day on my pop-up exhibition on the street, and I never opened them. I don't think that I checked during the day. And this was something that in the east of the Netherlands there was an event in a museum or it was a museum, and I made a sculpture then with these gloves. Then I wrapped it, and for the past 2 years I did not open. It will be a surprise for me as well. I don't know what is inside. I don't have big expectations around it, but we will see. Have a nice day. See you soon. Good night. Or good morning, depending when you are watching this video.